Welcome to Subramani. Maybe we should blame our ancestors that they didn't live long enough. So the need to plan for the long term did not exist. So typically chasing pleasure was much better than chasing pain. So I keep saying this. When you choose pleasure, it will be followed by pain. When you choose pain, it will be followed by pleasure. When you choose to chase returns, it will be followed by risk. When you choose to manage risk, returns will follow. So you decide what you want, because it's not to say that when you choose pleasure, only pleasure will happen. Pain will follow. It's a question of when does the pain start. So what has happened is, over our last say 10,000 years of evolution, how long we will live has increased dramatically in the last few years. So let's take even in 1947, maybe thanks to the war or whatever, the average age to which an Indian lived was only 25, 26. So maybe if you have people in your house who lived longer than that in those days, 1940s, they were very lucky. But if you take the data, there's a good chance that many of them would have died in their 40s and 50s. Maybe some people crossed and went into their 60s, because a lot of things would kill them, right? So longevity was never a problem, because and therefore choosing pleasure over pain was not such a bad option, because you did not have to save for retirement, etc. So also the option of saying should I sleep in at 6 a.m. or should I go to the gym, very good chance that people will take the easier option of saying, oh, let me sleep in, I'll go from tomorrow. So postponing something to tomorrow is very, very easy. We have been doing it over so many years simply because we just didn't live long enough. But now we all know that things have changed, whether it is the developed world like the US or whether it is the developing world like India. People are living long. Of course, I attend funerals of 70-year-olds. I just heard of a second cousin who died at the age of 45. I also heard of people who die at 78, people who die at 68. All of this is there. But we also have so much of data on people like Lata Mangeshkar or Dilip Kumar who go into their 90s. So the question is, can you really say that I will not live very long, so I need not bother about retirement? The answer is no. So you need to invest for retirement. So don't procrastinate, because procrastination, of course, this word is beautiful and it has got various definitions, some of them which I can share and some of which are unparliamentary or doesn't sound too good on a YouTube channel. Right, so procrastination is going to be very hurtful, especially because many of us will live very nicely into our 90s. Psychologically speaking, we always like to postpone everything to a virtuous tomorrow, because today it's very difficult to go to the gym. I'll go tomorrow. So today I'll call my friend and say, I can't come to the gym, we'll go tomorrow, because it's easier to force yourself, or it is easier to see how you will believe that tomorrow is a different day and you will have great enthusiasm to go to the gym or for a run or a walk or a swim or anything like that, right? So we would like to postpone that. Now the question is, the typical example which people give is, if a person is offered 100 rupees today or 110 tomorrow, there's a good chance he'll say, give me the $100 today, because I may drop dead, you may drop dead, you may withdraw the offer or any of those things. So people prefer that. But if somebody were to tell me that I will get 20 days from hence, I will get $100 rupees, and or I would get 110 rupees on the 21st day, I would make a very simple option of saying, okay, pay me on the 21st day. It doesn't really matter. But as the time goes closer, I might ask them, is the revised offer available? Is it possible that I get it on the 20th day? It's okay if I get $10 less or 10 rupees less. Doesn't really matter. 10% less. Now the question is, when I talk in terms of examples of 110, and it's not going to bother people, right? $10 is not too much, and $100 itself is not too much. But what happens is, because of this, we make some very bad choices. We can also make some very positive choices. So the positive choice is a step up SIP. Today, if you ask somebody to do a 50,000 rupee SIP or a 5,000 rupee SIP, say, nahi, abhi jara mushkil hai, it's very difficult. But if you tell the same person, okay, do 4,000 and we will increase it by 500 every 6 months, he'll say, it's okay. Now, effectively, what you're trying to do is tap into his procrastination and his unwillingness to change. He will not go and change or reduce the amount or increase the amount. Here, the mutual fund industry tells you, okay, let him start with 4,000 rupees, but you can increase it by 500 rupees every 6 months. So in a year he catches up to 5,000, and in 2 years he is at 6,000, then he is at 7,000, and this 500 rupees extra is very painlessly going away from his account. So this way you are using it in a positive way. The negative way is, of course, you have payday loans where people give you a loan for 3 days, 4 days at usurious rates of interest, or buying things on installment instead of investing and buying, because investing and buying is again proof that you have the ability to hold on. You have the ability to save, invest, and then use your own money to buy it. Or people would just walk into a shop, find something good and say, I must have it, and buy it on EMI, right? So that's a little painful process because you will end up paying much more. But if you want it now, you want it now. So again, lack of ability for us to wait for some time. And I mean, there is enough marshmallow examples which you can find on Google saying children were given an incentive to delay the gratification, but they didn't. But procrastination is again different, because procrastination is not about delaying. It is about choosing easier and simpler and fun things to do rather than the painful things like building your portfolio, doing a portfolio review, etc. That is the difference. So when a credit card company offers you a free EMI, they are just trying to get you into the habit of using a credit card, and they will keep telling you there are no EMI, etc. Now there is a card available which says you need to pay only 1/3. These are all ways in which they want to trap you and use the same thing of procrastination, saying, oh, I need not pay, need to pay only 1/3. It's a 3 lakh rupee television set I want, I can pay 1 lakh every year, every month for next 3 months. So I will buy it using that card, right? So this is again credit transfer. When you have loans lying there, say, please transfer it to us, we will not charge you anything. And after 6 months, you find that there is some new charge levied or something done. This is all the industry exploiting your inability to have self-discipline of saying, I will do things this way because this is the right way. I will not borrow money because the teaser loans from a bank is very attractive. It doesn't matter, because the teaser loans will be over soon, in maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. After that, you will have to pay the regular rates, right? So be careful how procrastination hurts you. Procrastination makes you choose pleasurable activities over painful activities. Now the problem is, retirement planning is not really a pleasure, it's a painful activity. You may not know where to invest, you don't know how to start, any of those things. So if you go and look at all my videos on retirement, there are many, right? So see how to start, how to invest, how to asset allocate with your equity portfolio. I have a playlist of retirement. Please go and have a look at that. Thank you.